20 fierce Viking facts. 1. The typical Viking beverage was mead. They enjoyed wine as well, when they could plunder it from other Europeans. 2. Viking chieftains were sometimes buried with an actual longboat, so that they could use it to sail to the afterlife. 3. The English names for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday come from references to 3 Viking gods: Odin's Day, Thor's Day, and Frigga's Day. 4. The halls built by the Vikings were the largest structures built in Northern Europe during the Middle Ages. 5. In Viking culture, Icelandic poets were considered the most gifted, outshining all others. 6. Viking warriors referred to the defeat of an enemy as feeding the raven. 7. Vikings used the labor of female servants and slaves to make woolen sails for their ships. It took thousands of hours to weave the woolen sail for a single Viking ship. 8. Viking warriors spent their winters building the ships they would use to attack other European settlements in the spring. 9. Viking culture centered around the great halls built by their Nordic chieftains, which were used for the celebration of religious festivals and for the distribution of the loot obtained in successful raids. 10. The size of a Viking chieftain's hall was meant to advertise his success in war and plunder, to attract new warriors, and to give him a place where he could display his wealth, exotic treasures, and generosity. 11. Viking traders traveled all over Eurasia, bringing back wares from lands as far away as Russia and China. 12. Archaeologists have discovered the remnants of dozens of Viking halls throughout Northern Europe, which attests to the existence of many different Viking rulers, vying with each other for power in medieval times. 13. It was standard for a Viking chieftain to give gifts such as weapons or jewelry to his warriors at Viking festivals or after a successful raid. 14. Poets who recited verse at Viking gatherings were called skalds. 15. During feasts, Viking warriors were seated around their chieftain's throne on benches called mead benches. 16. 500 years before Christopher Columbus, the Vikings sailed across the Atlantic Ocean to North America, making them the first Europeans to discover the New World. 17. It was typical for an animal to be ritually sacrificed at Viking festivals. 18. The horned helmets that many associate with Viking warriors were actually invented by the costume designers of a 19th century opera about Viking mythology, who may have gotten their ideas from Viking ceremonial dress. 19. Although Wagner's famous opera Das Rheingold, 1869, was based on Viking mythology, Wagner changed a lot of the original myths to suit his own ideas. 20. According to Viking myths, our world was created by the god Odin and his 2 brothers, who committed a violent murder together, dismembered the body of their victim, and used it to form the earth and sky. If you like this content, make sure to like, share, and subscribe Fact Capital.